guys were back in the raid. I thought time to pull out a few things. If I remember correctly from my list. There are a few more things to pull out. And, yes. First one we have the controller here.
Roland, Holger, why all this shouting?
Let's build this for the photographer. No, this is the museum. Here is where I give off the Roman masks. Museum. Treasure this fella. This lad.
I suppose it will do for the moment, though it lacks the grandiosity of the Empire at its peak.
You don't like it?
It's not that. It's just not terribly Roman. It needs more. More relics, more statuary, more room. If you happen to find any distinctly Roman artifacts on your travels, bring them by. We can make something of this mess yet.
Well,
Eivor,
have
you ever been in love?
Why do you ask?
I wonder if you know the feeling of having your very heart pulled from your chest as it pursues the elusive object of your desire. I wonder if you have ever known the bitter agony of seeing your beloved in the arms of another. I have known such a pain, and Maximus was its source.
One of your lovers?
Oh, gods, no! No. Maximus is a snake and a leech. A slime-encrusted, blood-sucking viper of a man. He stole from me my beloved. A perfectly preserved statue of a legionnaire. It is all I desire in this world. Last I heard, Maximus was holed up in and around London, holding my beloved captive, leering and pawing at it, no doubt. If you should ever see him, give him my regards. By that, I mean spit on him, then recover my statue.
Alright.
Tell me about what you do here.
If you find any Roman artifacts out there in the world, bring them here. I'll appraise them and see they're given a good home. With me.
Alright, cool. I have
Here you are. More relics for your collection.
What have you brought for me? Wonderful. And here is something for you. I want more of these artifacts.
I must take my leave. So long.
Vale, Eivor.
You got a schematic for a statue? Here somewhere.
Go. My eyes.
No, right? Okay. Let's go to the next. This one is Alice and Holger's house. Yeah, I have enough resources. I'll just do it. Now they have a house. Let's see. Assassination damage from this. They have a nice house where they can stay. Perfect. And now we need to build the Sears house, right? Next on the list. Yes, this is what we need.
Looks like some...
level 4.
This is fine work, really. Thank you for seeing this done.
Looks like something is happening near Volker's hut. Perhaps I should take a look.
Okay.
I've charted new maps.
Let's go.
Can you remind me what you do here?
I've traveled this great country and found all manner of secrets, plus a few points of interest. For a price, my maps can be yours.
Always good.
What have you got for me today?
Right.
I almost fell to my death mapping this one.
Here, man. Really. Here. Yeah, they're not too expensive.
The map has been revised. This was a fun one to chart.
Cool, this is for now.
I'm here if you need anything more.
I will see you later, friend.
Keep
I
exploring.
need to find this Sears spot, right? Next thing on the list. That's it. This was the tattoo shop.
Good day.
I want a tattoo shop. See the notes in the building. Yeah.
Oh, look at you, Chewie. A message has come.
So much. You entered my mind today. I was thinking about how I felt when I lost green vision in trends. That then what I lost in myself. It's crazy. I'll figure it out. Let me do another one here. So I have to build houses. We have resources for 1 month. Build grain farm. Yes. Statue.
I can hardly believe it's you. The one fated to save my people.
That one.
Oh, it's you! Valka said we would meet, but I can hardly believe the great Eivor is fated to save my little Isle of Skye.
Who are you?
Ahead of yourself as always, Edith. Eivor. Edith is an old friend and a seer. She contacted me for advice. Her people are plagued by nightmares to the point of madness.
I wasn't aware people settled on the Isle of Skye.
There are small settlements, but it is a place of passage for many, making it perfect for dreams to wreak havoc. Until now, I've mostly been deciphering if my cousin's feasting on feathers in her dreams means she should marry a farmer or a baker.
You lost me again.
Edith needs your help. And it's not just her people being affected. As someone deeply in tune with the spirit realm, I have also begun to lose sleep. I fear it may spread to our settlement soon.
I will investigate. But it is not as if I have experience chasing away bad dreams.
There is more. You're not going to like this, Eivor. But I believe somehow Randvi is involved. Perhaps even responsible.
Volker, you know I trust your wisdom, but Randvi is my friend. How could she threaten the settlement like this?
Ever since the nightmare started here, I began asking the spirits for clarity, and a vision came to me. Though it was cloudy, I know what I saw. You will find Randvi amidst a scene of death on the Isle of Skye. The two of you will fight before you are forced to part ways forever.
That just can't be true.
Believing is your choice. The only way to find the truth and stop the nightmares from spreading is if you go to the Isle of Skye. I must tend to my duties, but Edith can take you when you are ready.
So, are you ready? My people can't go without sleep any longer.
I need some time before we head out. I'll come back when I'm ready.
Please don't wait too long. My people need you.
Everyone seems to know me.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll deal with this at a later time. Now let's report to Randvi. Upgraded the settlement to level 4, which I think in progress. Let's see what Randvi has to say. What's the next region that we can explore?
I knew Volker was wrong. Randvi's here, like always.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
This Dag guy.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
Telling you, Dag will
I
stab.
will start.
Yeah,
I
I'll
have
speak
been
later.
falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Okay.
Holger,
See you, Holger.
let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
I think Rowan is right.
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
Oh.
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
I knew Volker was wrong. Randvi's here, like always. Time to find out what's actually plaguing Edith's people.
Absolutely not.
Thank you, Leonard. Oh, this is her room. Alright, got it. Well, let's speak to Randy.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears, so have a look around. You may see a few new faces. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
Ranvi, our work is done in Oxenfordshire, but the cost has been high.
I feared as much when this letter arrived, from one called Fulke, addressed to you.
From Fulke? Gods, that witch!
It is there on the table.
Letter from Folke to the wolf-kissed one. Blessings of the self-begotten one upon you, Eivor. I write only to ease your mind and let you know that Sigurd is in good hands and fine company. I will treat him with all the care he deserves. The order of which I belong is used for such a man. He is in many ways the pinnacle of which we aspire, a god in men's fleshy accoutrements. I only hope he comes to know and understand this as well as I do before the suffering grace him. Folke.
Folke is with the Order of the Ancients. The same order Kjotve followed. The order that Basim and Hytham have pledged to destroy.
Eivor, what has happened?
Sigurd has been taken hostage, captured by King Alfred, and given to a woman named Folke. A very dangerous woman.
What does she want with him?
I will spare you Folke's ramblings, but know this. Sigurd did his part to secure an alliance with a thane called Gidrich. Gidrich is an honest man, and will come when I call. Until that time, Basim will locate Folke. Look for his message when it comes.
Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself.
That's some raw materials. Alright, is there anything that I got from this? Right. Raids. Right. Yeah. Oh, you have to commit to a new territory, right? Those are the main missions.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
Alright.
I want to see the alliance map.
Alright.
Those Dane invaders, they came from East Anglia, is that right?
Yes. Dane invaders who serve a man called Ruud. He seems to be sowing discord among Saxons and friendly Danes alike. Years ago, the sons of Ragnar hoped to pacify the land. They appointed a steward named Finnir to find a suitable Saxon king. But the kingdom has fallen into ruins since, with no king and violent raiders ravaging what little peace remains. I suggest you make for East Anglia and find out what their steward is doing wrong.
Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city, one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago. But it resists all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asked that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
So Ceolbert has traveled to Shropshire.
He has, into a difficult situation. The Shire has been mired in a long war with Rhodri, King of the Britons. Ceolbert hopes to negotiate a peace with the Britons of the West. A difficult task for one so green.
I hope your tutelage has prepared him well.
Indeed. But I think it best if you supervise these talks. If Ceolbert can make this work, we will gain a valuable alliance.
And the last one?
I have received a unique summons from Snottinghamshire in the north. From your old friend, Vili.
Vili? A name I've not heard in 10 winters or more. How is he?
Well, it seems. Vili asked that you join him in feast and celebration, in honor of his father, Hemminger Jarl.
A welcome invitation. It will be good to see him again.
It is worth recalling that his father, Hemminger Jarl, would be a formidable ally. Will you go?
I have changed my mind.
Yeah. Let's leave for now.
I should go.
Let me make a decision first on where I want to.